Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. It's 7 o'clock. I'm Roger Susanin.
I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. A lot to talk about, but first, let's say hello to meteorologist Scott Haney for a check on that forecast, because we do have a first alert headed our way, right, Scott?
We certainly do. Hello to the both of you, and hello to everybody out there in Waxland. First alert, live radar, dry. That's expected to change. In 24 hours from now, it's going to be pouring here. First alert weather day tomorrow. Heavy rain, 2 to 3 inches on the way. Gusts 30 to 45 to possibly 60 miles an hour in parts of southeast Connecticut. That is damaging wind. It's going to bring down tree limbs, going to bring down power lines, the whole 9 yards during the day tomorrow, particularly tomorrow afternoon and evening. And that's also going to lead to some poor drainage flooding. Flood watch in effect for Litchfield, Hartford, and Tolland. This is Wednesday afternoon through tomorrow, Thursday morning, excuse me. Also a high wind watch for southeast Connecticut, New London counties. So just keep it tuned to Channel 3 throughout the day tomorrow. We'll certainly keep you posted. Futurecast, tomorrow's weather today, shows dry conditions during the day today. However, it all changes tomorrow morning. When you wake up with us over on Channel 3, it's going to be pouring at 4:30. It's going to be pouring at 10 o'clock. It's going to be pouring. Really heavy rain in the afternoon. Look at this possible squall line with lightning and thunder. The potential for severe weather exists in the state tomorrow. We're at level 1. Not a good thing. So for the rest of today, we're talking about cloud coverage inland and more clouds for the shoreline. Temperatures will make it. We'll see our highs after sunset today, so keep that in mind, okay? I'll have your full forecast coming up in just a bit. In the meantime, Kate, we'll say good morning to you.
All right, good morning to you, Scott. Good morning, everyone. Let's get you a check on those roads. If you're heading out the door here at 7:02 on your Tuesday, you're just joining us on the Wax. We've got some damp roads out there, maybe a little bit of reduced visibility. Overall, though, not doing too bad. A fairly quiet start. You can see we're starting to see some of those brief delays rolling here in 91 southbound in Hartford in towards the capital city as you're merging onto 84. Things still moving very well, though, through Middletown along Route 9. Here is a live look outside in Waterbury, 84 east and westbound, heading in towards the Mixmaster on the westbound side. And then a live look outside here in Meriden along 691 east and westbound. You can see a little bit of sheen on the roadway there, but it's just because we still have some damp roads from overnight. However, no crashes, no major incidents out there, no construction right now. So if you're hitting the road momentarily, you should be smooth sailing. If you're heading out the door a little bit later, that daytime construction work typically picks up between about 8:30 and 9 o'clock. Let's leave you with your drive times here. 91 and 84 still moving along, and then just about an hour and a half, just over an hour and a half ride 95 southbound towards the George Washington Bridge. I'm Caitlin Francis with your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
7:03 now. The man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson is behind bars.
Yeah, after the nearly week-long manhunt, police finally arrested 26-year-old Ivy League graduate Luigi Mangione for murder. Channel 3's Naomi Ruckham has the latest.
This morning, Luigi Mangione is behind bars. The 26-year-old was arraigned and later charged with second-degree murder yesterday in the shooting death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
Justice will be delivered in this case.
Pennsylvania police were called to the scene after the Maryland native was spotted at a McDonald's in Altoona around 9:15 a.m. yesterday. Investigators say they approached him and asked if he had recently been to New York.
He became visibly nervous, kind of shaking at that question.
Police say he was carrying a fake New Jersey ID that matched the one allegedly used to check into a New York hostel last week. Authorities say they later recovered Mangione's passport with his real name, along with a gun, suppressor, and clothing that they believe are consistent with those used in the shooting, and a 3-page handwritten document expressing ill will toward corporate America. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
And we are tracking breaking news right now. Police are investigating after someone stabbed a man on Albany Avenue in Hartford. The victim apparently boarded a bus to East Hartford and then told the driver that he'd been stabbed.
So the driver then called police. The victim was rushed to the hospital, is expected to be okay. Right now, police are still searching for the suspect. And new this morning, the search is on for the person who hit 2 people and then drove off.
Yeah, this hit-and-run crash happened in the area of Broad and Booth Streets in New Britain. Your reporter Olivia Schuler is breaking down the details of this investigation.
Yeah, guys, well, 2 people are injured. One of those injuries, police say, is serious. Now, this morning, police are searching for a sedan that they say was involved in this hit and run in the area of Broad and Booth Street. Police have not given a description of the car they're looking for. At the scene, a truck with a smashed windshield was parked outside the Royal Oak package store. Police haven't shared if the truck is linked to the hit and run. We are making calls this morning to find out if the truck was also involved. The incident took place around 6 p.m. last night. 2 people are injured. We know one of those injuries is serious. Police did collect evidence at the intersection of Broad and Booth Street for several hours last night. Now, this is a developing story. We do believe that we will get some more information from police later this morning. So make sure you tune in with us around noontime on Eyewitness News to have another update for you on this story. Your reporter in New Britain, Olivia Schuler, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, now this morning, police searching for the driver who ran over a jogger in Ledyard and then just kept going.
Crazy. Investigators say the victim who was run over was on Route 117. Luckily, they will survive, but detectives, as you can imagine, are still trying to catch up with that driver. They did find this piece of their side mirror at the scene. If you have any information about this hit and run crash, contact police.
And after several deadly crashes in town, many West Hartford folks are calling for more action this morning.
Your reporter Marcy Jones has the key takeaway from last night's important community meeting.
Well, recently, West Hartford has seen 3 deadly pedestrian incidents on roadways, one happening less than 2 weeks ago. Now, residents in West Hartford are saying enough is enough, and the town is working to implement changes. At a town hall meeting Monday night, tensions were high in West Hartford while the Pedestrian and Bicycle Commission fielded questions from concerned citizens over road safety. Back in February, the town adopted a plan called Vision Zero, a blueprint to have 0 deaths and 0 serious injury crashes within 10 years. There have been 3 pedestrian roadway deaths in West Hartford this year so far. Recently, an 87-year-old woman was killed on Oakwood Avenue. The town says those streetlights were addressed and updated immediately, adding that the area of Sedgwick is up next.
We're 1 year into the Vision Zero, and we had 3 pedestrian deaths this year, and that's not acceptable. So, and it causes us all to step back and say we need to be moving even faster than we are, and that's what we will do.
Raised crosswalks and rapidly blinking lights are also being implemented, and keep in mind that this is an ongoing and evolving effort. Your reporter in West Hartford, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, now this morning, a Brantford man out on bond after police say a big fight led to someone firing a gun on Mill Plain Road. This all happened Saturday night. Investigators say Gerard McAfee, who you see here, fired a shot into the air. No one was hurt, but he's now facing gun charges, and he'll be in court next week.
And we've now learned the identity of the former West Haven City employee who was fired and arrested for forgery. Jennifer Daddio of Stratford, you see her there on your screen, now faces multiple criminal charges, including theft. She had worked as West Haven's personnel director. Police say that Daddio submitted fake education vouchers and pocketed the reimbursement money. Daddio right now is being held in police. Daddio is currently being held in custody on bond.
Well, now a warning out this morning from New Haven police about how to stay safe when selling things online after a man was robbed at gunpoint near Harper Avenue recently. So officers say it is important that you only meet people in well-lit areas with others around, and they say you can always use the police department lobby if you're not sure where else to go. Always good advice. Also, North Stonington residents, listen up. A raccoon found on Cedar Drive has actually tested positive for rabies, which of course can be a deadly virus spread by scratches and bites from infected animals. Officials do want you to remember also, of course, to always stay away from wild and stray animals. Also, keep your pets away too. And we have an important reminder this morning for parents and students. The deadline for school choice is coming up. Students should apply before February 7th for their best chances of placement. The application, by the way, is now open this morning. And some good news in Danbury. The boil water advisory has now been lifted after crews worked to repair a broken water main. Well, the advisory has been in place since Sunday after the break there on Haystown Avenue. Danbury says that the water has been tested and is now safe for drinking and cooking.
All right, let's check out our first alert live radar, the only live radar in Connecticut. It's scanning dry for now. That's going to change In about 24 hours, it's going to be pouring here in the state. We're expecting a first alert weather day for tomorrow. Heavy rain, 2 to 3 inches on the way. Gusts 30 to 45 plus miles an hour. Could even see 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, if not greater, in parts of southeast Connecticut. It's going to be a rough day tomorrow. Isolated power outages are on the table. There's a flood watch in effect for Hartford, Holland, and Litchfield. Also a high wind watch in effect for southeast Connecticut. Let's check out Futurecast. Tomorrow's weather today. We'll time it out for you. Today is just a mostly cloudy day with a chance for a sprinkle around 8 p.m. But the rain rolls in by very early tomorrow morning. If you're watching us over on Channel 3, it's going to be pouring tomorrow morning. Look at 10 a.m. and then look at the afternoon. That's a squall line. And unfortunately, that means winds could be gusting in excess of 60 miles an hour. There could be lightning and thunder, a whole 9 yards, and then it scoots on out of here by 9, 10 o'clock. And then Thursday looks pretty good, maybe a flurry as the morning wears on, but not a big deal. Temperatures will be dropping on Thursday after temperatures in the 60s tomorrow. Notice Thursday, a morning shower, brief, and then windy with temperatures only in the low 40s. I'm back with your 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit. In the meantime, guys, back to you.